Miami hosts Syracuse coming up on Saturday. Cam Underwood from State of the U joining us. I got to ask you about Travis Homer before we let you go. If you just look at the numbers, look at the performance in the running game, it looks like he replaced Mark Walton adequately. Is it as simple as he replaced Walton? As long as Homer doesn't get hurt, he's replaced and we're good to go there. Trayon Gray only got 2 carries. Maybe he should get more, or somebody should get more, I would think, in supplementing and complementing Travis Homer going forward. But we don't see the pass protection. And, of course, Walton is one of the best running backs I know of in college football coming in out of the backfield in the passing game. So something has to still be lost there. But your evaluation of Travis Homer?
Yeah, I think that Homer is good, man. You know, he was a 4-star recruit coming out of West Palm Beach Oxbridge Academy. He had multiple 80 and 90-yard touchdowns in high school. I had to put his high school highlights back on the timeline because people are like, oh, where did this kid come from? I'm like, we've been here. Like I said, he was the best running back in the state of Florida 2 years ago over Amir Rasul, who's at Florida State, and anybody else. Devin Singletary, who's at Florida Atlantic, who was one of the leading rushers in Palm Beach County at their American Heritage up there in Delray. I said, this kid is better, and people were not necessarily believing me about that, and I've been proven to be right. So, you know, yeah, he's a guy who can be and is now the centerpiece of the offense. It was different for him because he played the entire game. So even he spoke about this at practice this week, talking about, yeah, he got a little winded and everything because when you're the change of pace, it's like being the closer on a baseball team. That means I can throw full velocity. I can go, if I can hit 103, I'm throwing 103 all day because I'm only going to throw 33 pitches maybe and be out of there. But if you're a starting pitcher, you know, and look at John Smoltz when he closed after he had his injury and he went back, he's like, yo, instead of sitting at 97, 98 for an inning, I'm going to be 93, 94 for 7, 8 innings now. So it's that kind of different thing where, you know, he's going super hard and had to take a couple plays off because he got a little winded. And I get that because obviously you're going to go as hard as you can all the time. But when you have limited snaps, you're going to give that little extra if you have it. So he was dealing with that, but he's a true running back. He's got good skills. You know, we went to a little bit of this buck sweep action with you pull 2 guards to the side, which is a thing that we had done in the Travis Homer package, if you will, all season long. Again, Justin DeTavio on our website, he wrote about this in the summer, talking about the additions to the run game and things he would like to see from Mark Richt, and that was one of the things. And Homer runs it really well. So we're doing the buck sweep more. We're doing the inside zone. We're doing zone read, obviously, with Malik Rozier. And I think that the QB run game is really going to be the key for Miami to balance the offense. And in the last 3 weeks, Malik Rozier's had 15, 14, and 11 carries respectively. So even with Mark Walton there, he's been the second leading ball carrier. So it doesn't necessarily need to be a Trayon Gray. Now, Trayon is very athletic. If he gets a seam, even at 6'2", 235, he has a speed to take it the distance. So, I mean, maybe give him 5 carries, you know, if that's possible. DJ Dallas, an athlete in high school who played all over the place, he moved from wide receiver to running back. Maybe he gets in a little bit. Crispin Atkins, he got put on scholarship. He was a walk-on up until last week. Maybe he gets a carry or 2, depending on the score. But, yeah, I think the real keys are going to be Travis Homer staying healthy because he could be, you know, second team all ACC caliber. I think he's that kind of talent. I don't know he's going to get there. Well, actually, he's going to get there number-wise because he has better numbers than Cam Akers for Florida State on less carries and more touchdowns and more yards. Just want to throw it out there. But I think that Travis Homer is a very good running back who have started over half of the season. So he can be a second team all ACC kind of player. Trayon Gray, you get him 3 to 5 touches. And then Malik Rozier is going to get, you know, 8 to 15 carries, depending on how they do the QB run game, whether he pulls it on zone read, whether they call a counter or a naked bootleg where he just runs it. So I think those things will really balance it. We don't necessarily have to have too many more carries coming from the running back position, as it were. But as long as Malik is continuing to run and Travis Homer is averaging 8.5 yards a carry, I think we'll be all right.
Mark Rogers TV, talking Miami football. Subscribe to my YouTube channel where I break down college football myself, but also bring on the best bloggers and broadcasters in the industry like Cam Underwood here from State of the U to talk up the Canes and their quest to stay undefeated against the surprising Orange of Syracuse. Cam, we appreciate the time. Always enjoy the breakdown.
Yeah, it's always fun. So, you know, go Canes. If you're going to the game this week, guys, wear your green. If not, 3:30 on ESPN, I think, is your telecast nationwide. So you don't really have to look anywhere for the auxiliary streams or anything like that. So, you know, one of 8 undefeated teams left in America are your number 8 ranked Miami Hurricanes. So, you know, I hope that you watch, and I hope that you go to stateoftheu.com for all of our commentary analysis, and we'll see you next time.